Hi everyone, it's Teresa. Welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. Thanks for all of the likes and subscribes. It really helps me understand what kind of content you want to see. But hopefully you want to see this one. This is another UK wax melt review. So I will get into all of the information about the company and then I will go through all of the wax melts that I tried. So this week is Village Wax Melts. I'd seen a lot of these on Facebook, probably because my phone listens to me and I'm always talking about wax melts. So I'd seen an advert and I was like, you know what, I'm going to go for it. So they do, I'm going to show you what they have. So these are their wax melts and you get 3 of these hearts. So I guess it's their version of like a snap bar, but that's what they call them. And I will go into more detail about them. But they are currently $3.25 per pack. I've just had an email saying that unfortunately they're going to have to put their prices up as of today to £3.49, but in my opinion it is still very much worth it. I will get into that. And I have had an email as well saying they're doing an Easter sale. Now I'm not sure if that is for VIP people, and by that I just mean I've signed up for the newsletter. So if you're interested after you've watched this video, head over to their website and sign up for the newsletter. You get 15% off anyway. Plus you might then get access to this sale that they're having. So they're kind of wanting to give customers a little bit of a thank you for shopping with them, and also because they're having to put their prices up, then they're just doing a little bit of a cheeky sale, I think, to help people out. So that was really cool. So free shipping over 30, well, it says 30 or £35. In one area it says 30, on the banner it says 35, but round about there. But it is only £2.99 if you don't reach that point mark, which is really, really cool. And that it's with Royal Mail, but they have got a lot of 5-star reviews and these arrived really, really quickly. So I think they're very, very good at sending out packages, which is great. So like I say, you get 15% off with the newsletter, so definitely do that. I do that with all companies, why not? Save a bit of pennies. And for the non-waxes out there, I'm going to read off my notes. They do quite a lot of non-wax options, or non-wax melt options, I should say. So they do candles, reed diffusers, home sprays, oils, carpet fresheners, perfume and aftershave, and exfoliate and soap sponges. They do lots of bundles and they also have different ranges. So a lot of companies at the minute, I've got a Sol de Janeiro, that's my butchering pronunciation of it, collection, and spring collections, and these guys are no different. They've got both of those as well. So lots and lots of options. If you click on wax melts, I think there's something like 235 options, but that's because they do wax melts like this, but they also do gel melts. So it depends on your preference. I didn't try any gel melts this time around, but I might do on my next order. So yeah, so I got 7 of these. So I'm going to go through the texture. I'm going to break it in front of you and take it from there. So the first one is blackcurrant and agarwood, yeah, you just open it up and then you get 3 of these hearts. Now they say each of these hearts is about 14 grams, so therefore you have about 40 grams in total. And now they're quite chunky and they're quite good. And I found it was easy to turn it upside down and then you break it in half, and I was doing half in each warmer. So everything I'm talking about is 1 heart, half in each. Now, I can smell that from here. It is crazy strong. So, what I would say as well, just to save me repeating myself all the way through the video, and I'm sure that gets annoying, is this is extremely consistent wax. So I got very, very consistent results with every wax melt that I tried in all warmers, no matter what the wattage was. So as you guys know, but I'll just in case you haven't seen me before, I am an ex-Scentsy consultant, so I've got Scentsy warmers all over my house. So my journey is to try and find wax melts that work in my warmers. So in every room I've got at least 2 warmers as well, so that kind of helps. But I've got in the kitchen, I've got a 15-watt mini plug-in and a 20-watt bulb. My lounge, I've got 2 25-watt bulbs. Bedroom is 2 elements because I don't like light in there, so I've got 2 element warmers in there. One is slightly better performing than the other, but they're both element. And in this room, which is my spare room, I've got one of each. I've got 1 element and 1 20-watt bulb. So as I go through, I tell you which room I did them in and what the throw was and what the performance was. But what is great news is it didn't matter whether it was a 15-watt or a 25, melted perfectly, cleaned up perfectly, melted out to a liquid, and brilliant with cotton wool buds. So I just used 1 heart. So for this first one, it's very, very strong. I think it's one of their strongest from what I can see on the website. And there's load of notes with this, But what I essentially get is kind of like a deep berries, but you do get rose and then you get some woods. There is other florals and fruits in there, but that's what I mostly pick up. And I did it in my lounge and it was crazy strong, really, really strong. And these were averaging between 2 and 3 days because they were so strong on day one, even just using kind of half a heart in each warmer. It did get lighter as the day went on, but even when I turned my lounge warmers off, which are the only ones I do turn off, it kicked straight back in to at least a medium the next day and then lighter on day 3. So very, very good. Next we have Rouge, which is their take on, again, I'm going to butcher it, Baccarat Rouge 540, the really expensive kind of perfume. Smells exactly, I haven't smelled the perfume, obviously it's like £900 a bottle or whatever it is, but it smells very similar to the dupes that I've had. Very, very good. I did this one in here and it was strong on day 1 and then it was medium for another 2 days after that. I think it could have gone on longer. I was ready to change it because I'm doing reviews, but it could have gone on for longer for a background scent. Also very good. Pomegranate Black, you guys know me by now. If I can get my hands on this scent, I will. I often compare this to World Traveller by Scentsy, but I would say this one's more in keeping with the actual perfume dupes, which is a little bit more smoky. But yeah, again, very good. I did this one in my bedroom because it's obviously one of my faves, so I'm going to. Element warmers, like I say, half a heart in each, and this one was strong, then it was medium, then it was light. So that was the 3-day cycle for those. Pinky Sands, which is their take on Pink Sands by Yankee. I did this one first in the lounge, 225 watt bulb warmers, crazy strong, like crazy strong. Smells exactly like Pink Sands, and it's very strong in the clamshell. Very good performer. That one went for 3 days. And it was strong for most of that. I think, again, it was just because I was ready to change out. I'd already got enough longevity that I needed out of it, but absolutely cracking, really, really good. Green apple. So again, if you've been watching me for a while, I do prefer kind of apple and or lime scents in the kitchen rather than lemon. That's kind of like my preferred cleaning kind of smell or fresh smell. Yep, smells exactly like a green apple. Again, I think the scent notes are just that. I did, again, half each in my 15 watt mini and my 20 watt bulb. Melted absolutely brilliant, and the throw was great. I could smell green apple instead of dog, which I'm always going to take. And yeah, that one again lasted a good couple of days in there. No problems. Soft cream. So this was a bit different for me, but this is their dupe of Nivea. And it did smell exactly like Nivea, to be fair. So this one was really good. Not something I'd usually order, but I was just a bit intrigued to see what it would smell like. But it does smell exactly like Nivea, like moisturiser or body wash, body cream. I did this one in the kitchen. This one was medium rather than strong. So there's 2, this one and one more, that was medium. Still lasted 3 days, but went from medium to light and background rather than started off as strong as the others. But the others were like uber strong, like unexpectedly so for the amount of wax. So that was a really good one. And then the last one, I think it's Sauvage, but I swear that says Savage on there. Anyway, yeah, did one heart in the lounge in my 225 watts. And yeah, this one was medium strength. Again, very good smell. Smells exactly like it. You've got to love a decent aftershave, haven't you? So that one was medium and again went for the 3 days. So for me, this was another standout company. I'll absolutely be repurchasing from these guys. If you are a bakery fan out there, I'm not sure what they offer bakery wise. I've been gravitating towards kind of perfume and aftershave dupes because that's new to me. Scentsy don't offer those, so that's been quite exciting for me. And I've been gravitating towards scents that I know I like. But I think they do have vanilla based ones, but you might have to have a look to see what bakery options there are, sweet options. They do a lot of dupes, so your Unstoppables, Zaflora, aftershave and perfume. They do like Lady Million and Paco Rabanne, loads of stuff. But they have their own blends as well. So they've just launched their spring collection, which feels like it's theirs. and feels like it's their kind of mixes. There's like Hair Tiger Lily, and I think there's one called Morning Cashmere I want to check out. I really like cashmere scents. So I'm personally going to be purchasing from these guys again. I'm definitely going to be taking advantage of their sale. From what they said, it runs from the 11th up to the 21st, so quite a good sale time. And for me, they were very, very good performance-wise for the amount of wax that you use. If you don't like scents as strong as me, you could use half at a time, and then for £3.49, you're getting loads. But they just smell really, really good, and they last for days and days. I think if you left them to go until you completely couldn't smell them anymore, you'd be looking at 4 days at least. But like I said, I prefer really, really strong. And also for review purposes, I needed to kind of change them out and make sure that I was sticking to one company a week, I think. So what's next from me? What I am going to be doing is what I've been warming videos. That is going to be a mix of all sorts of companies. I've got tons of Scentsy to get through. I have got obviously Sense and Sensibility I've been getting through, Village Wax. I've got Ella&I loads. So I'm collecting all of my empties, and I haven't really done those kind of videos before, but I'm going to be starting to do those. I've got loads to get through. I have got another company, UK wax melt company to review. I'd already purchased them, so I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to mostly be doing what I've been warming, which will obviously show you all the different things from the different companies. But I've got a lot of stash to get through, so I need to stop buying after I've bought from these guys. And I can't help myself, I keep checking out Sense and Sensibility as well, and every time they do a top up on that wax on the socials, I'm there. So thank you again for watching. Please like and subscribe if you like this kind of content, really appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you next one. Thanks guys, bye.